Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a challenge that many people silently struggle with but rarely discuss openly: urine dribble. It might seem small at first, something that doesn't demand much attention, but the truth is it can affect far more than just the body. It can chip away at confidence, create daily discomfort, slowly drain the sense of control that everyone deserves to feel in their own health. I know for many this topic is embarrassing to bring up, but the reality is that this is more common than most people realize, and it deserves to be talked about openly because silence never solves a problem. When we shine light on it, we find solutions, and that's exactly what I want to share with you today. The good news is that science shows us there is a way forward. Today, I'm going to reveal to you a simple, science-backed 3-step strategy that can help you regain control, restore your confidence, and improve your quality of life in ways you may not have imagined possible. So let's begin by first understanding what urine dribble really is. For many men and women, especially as they grow older, urination doesn't feel as complete as it once did. You finish, you step away, a few drops still leak out. This might seem like a minor nuisance, but repeated every single day becomes a frustrating, even humiliating challenge. It can lead to staining clothes, the constant need for tissues, and sometimes even the fear of going out in public. And that fear is real. It can keep people from enjoying social events, from laughing freely, or even from being intimate, because they are worried about a problem they cannot seem to control. But here's the thing: urine dribble isn't just about inconvenience. It can be a signal from your body, a sign that your muscles, your bladder, or even your circulation needs attention. That's where the science-based steps I'll share with you come in. Step 1 is awareness and understanding of the muscles that control the bladder. Most people don't realize how much the pelvic floor contributes to healthy urination. These are the muscles that act like a sling, supporting your bladder and helping you fully empty when you go to the bathroom. Over time, due to aging, lack of exercise, or even chronic sitting, these muscles weaken. When that happens, complete control is lost. But the solution begins with reconnecting to those muscles, training them, strengthening them, and making them resilient again. Pelvic floor exercises, often known as Kegel exercises, are not just for women after childbirth. They are for men and women alike. They are backed by solid scientific evidence. By practicing these exercises daily, even for just a few minutes, you can begin to feel a real difference in bladder control. Imagine training a muscle at the gym. At first, it's hard to notice the progress, but stay consistent and slowly the strength builds. This is no different. Step 2 is about technique, the way you finish urination. Most people don't think about how they empty their bladder, but research shows that a small change in posture can make a big difference. Leaning slightly forward while urinating, or even gently pressing the perineal area after finishing, can help fully expel those last drops. Think of it like wringing out a sponge. Sometimes you need a little extra attention to make sure nothing remains behind. This is not a matter of force, but of mindfulness. By adopting a small ritual at the end of urination, you can prevent the lingering dribble that causes frustration. This is a simple, practical step that requires no equipment, no medication, and no cost. It's just about being intentional with how you use your body. Step 3 is lifestyle, because the health of your bladder and urinary system is deeply connected to the health of your entire body, plays a powerful role. Staying hydrated with the right amount of water, not too much, too little, keeps your bladder working smoothly. Reducing irritants like caffeine, alcohol, highly acidic foods can calm the bladder and improve control. But beyond diet, physical activity is key. Movement increases circulation, keeps the pelvic area strong, and prevents the stiffness that comes from prolonged sitting. Simple daily walks, stretching, or yoga can promote healthier bladder function. And finally, weight management matters. Excess weight puts extra pressure on the bladder and pelvic floor, increasing the likelihood of urine dribble. By adopting a balanced diet rich in fiber, healthy fats, and lean proteins, you support not only your bladder, but your entire health ecosystem. Now, I want to take a step back because this 3-step strategy is not just about stopping urine dribble. It's about reclaiming control of your body. So many people resign themselves to thinking this problem is just part of aging, something they must live with. But science tells us otherwise. When we strengthen the right muscles, adopt mindful techniques, and support our health through lifestyle, we can change outcomes. And this doesn't just affect the bladder, affects how you feel when you wake up in the morning, how confident you feel going about your day, how free you feel when you spend time with others. Because true health is not only about preventing disease, it's about giving you the power to live with dignity, comfort, self-assurance. I want you to imagine for a moment how your life would change if you no longer had to worry about those small leaks. Imagine leaving the bathroom and feeling completely confident, never second guessing yourself, never reaching for an extra tissue, never feeling embarrassed in public. That freedom is possible, begins with simple, consistent action. The best part is this strategy requires no expensive medications, surgeries, and no complicated interventions. It is within your reach starting today with the choices you make. Now, let's reflect on something important. Our bodies are always communicating with us. Urine dribble is not your body failing. It is your body signaling that it needs attention. And when we listen, when we respond with care, the body responds back with healing. Science proves this time and again. Muscles that were once weak can grow strong again. Habits that caused harm can be replaced with habits that heal, and confidence that was lost can be rebuilt. You have that power within you. These 3 steps are the tools to unlock it. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey to better health always begins with awareness, but it succeeds through action. Don't wait for this problem to worsen. Don't wait until it erodes more of your confidence. Take this knowledge, put it into practice, and allow yourself to experience the transformation it can bring. Small changes done consistently can create massive shifts in health and quality of life. And today, you have exactly what you need to begin. So I leave you with this message. Your urine dribble may be common, but it is not inevitable. It may be frustrating, but it is not permanent. With this simple 3-step strategy, strengthening your pelvic floor, applying mindful techniques, and supporting your lifestyle, you can stop it, you can reclaim control, you can live with the confidence you deserve. Remember, science is not just about knowledge. it is about empowerment. And when you take action on this knowledge, you don't just change your bladder health, you change your life. Ladies and gentlemen, health is not just about living longer, it is about living better. And when we talk about living better, we cannot ignore the small but very real issues that quietly hold people back in daily life. One of those issues is urine dribble. It's uncomfortable, it's frustrating, and for many people, it's deeply embarrassing. But the truth is, it's far more common than you might think. Millions of men and women around the world deal with it every single day, yet very few ever talk about it openly. They stay silent because they feel it's a private matter, or worse, they believe it's just a natural part of aging they have to accept. But that silence keeps them stuck. It takes away from their confidence and their quality of life. Today, I want to change that silence into action because urine dribble is not something you must live with forever. What if I told you that in just 3 simple, clear, and practical steps, you can address this problem naturally, without complicated treatments, without embarrassment, reclaim the control your body deserves? That is exactly what I am here to share with you today. Before I give you the 3 steps, let's take a moment to understand what is actually happening in the body. Urine dribble occurs when the bladder doesn't completely empty. That means even after you've finished urinating, small amounts remain in the urethra or bladder and leak out afterward. This can happen because the muscles that control the bladder have weakened over time, or because poor posture or technique during urination prevents a full release. Sometimes it's due to lifestyle factors, like too much sitting, too much caffeine, or weight putting pressure on the bladder. But here's the key point: no matter the cause, this is not your body betraying you. It's your body sending a signal that something needs attention. When you give it that attention, it responds. The human body is remarkably adaptable, even later in life. And that is where the 3 steps come in. The first step is about strengthening the pelvic floor. These are the deep muscles located at the base of your pelvis, supporting your bladder, urethra, and other organs. When they are strong, they work like a powerful sling, keeping everything in place and helping you maintain full control during urination. When they weaken, control is lost and dribbling occurs. Fortunately, science has shown us that these muscles can be trained. Pelvic floor exercises, often called Kegels, involve tightening and releasing these muscles repeatedly. Think of it like weight training, but for the inside of your body. At first, it might feel unusual, even difficult to identify the right muscles. But once you do, daily practice can create dramatic improvements. Just a few minutes each day, done consistently, can strengthen the pelvic floor, improve bladder control, and drastically reduce dribble. This is step 1. Restoring strength to the muscles that nature designed to give you control. Step 2 focuses on how you urinate. Most people don't think much about posture in the bathroom, but the way you position your body has a direct effect on how completely your bladder empties. When you sit or stand too rigidly, the bladder may not release fully. A simple change, such as leaning slightly forward or gently shifting your position at the end of urination, can make a major difference. Some people find that lightly pressing the area between the genitals and the anus, known as the perineum, helps release any remaining drops. Others find that taking a few extra seconds to relax, and breathe deeply at the end of urination allows the bladder empty more completely. These small, mindful adjustments are often overlooked, but they are incredibly effective. This is step 2, adopting simple techniques that ensure your bladder is truly empty, reducing the chance of dribble afterward. Step 3 is about lifestyle, because the health of your urinary system is not separate from the rest of your body. It's all connected. What you eat, how you move, and the habits you keep directly affect your bladder control. Let's start with hydration. Drinking the right amount of water is essential. Too little, and urine becomes concentrated and irritating to the bladder. Too much, and the bladder is overwhelmed, leading to urgency and leakage. Finding balance is key. Next, consider irritants. Caffeine, alcohol, and acidic foods can overstimulate the bladder, making dribble more likely. Cutting back or replacing these with healthier options can bring relief. Movement also matters. A sedentary lifestyle weakens circulation and contributes to muscle loss, including the pelvic floor. Even gentle daily exercise like walking, stretching, or yoga can support stronger bladder function. Finally, body weight plays a role. Excess weight increases pressure on the bladder, making dribble worse. Adopting a balanced diet rich in whole foods, fiber, and healthy proteins not only improves overall health, but also directly reduces bladder stress. Step 3, then, is about aligning your daily choices with the health of your bladder. Now, let's bring this all together. Strengthening your pelvic floor, adopting mindful urination techniques, supporting your body with the right lifestyle choices create a powerful synergy. Each step by itself is helpful, but when practiced together, they form a strategy that can transform not just your bladder control, but your daily confidence and quality of life. Imagine what that would feel like. Imagine walking away from the bathroom with certainty, no hesitation, no extra tissue in your pocket. Worry about leaks staining your clothes. Imagine social gatherings without the quiet fear that someone might notice. Imagine traveling, laughing, even being intimate without the anxiety of dribble holding you back. That kind of freedom is worth so much more than most people realize, because it's not just about the body, it's about your peace of mind. And I want you to remember something important. This is not a matter of age. Yes, aging can weaken muscles and slow down the body, but it does not mean you are powerless. Every single day, your body is capable of renewal. Muscles can be retrained, habits can be reshaped, and confidence can be restored. Science is clear about this. People well into their 60s, 70s, even 80s have successfully improved their pelvic floor strength and regained bladder control. So no matter where you are today, no matter how long you've struggled, it is not too late to change. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave you with this truth. Health is not about perfection. It's about progress. And progress starts with small steps. Strengthen your pelvic floor each day, adjust your technique in the bathroom, and support your body with lifestyle choices that empower your bladder. These are not huge, overwhelming tasks. They are small, manageable actions you can begin today. And when you do, you'll start to feel the difference, first in small ways, then in larger ones. Confidence will return. Comfort will return. Control will return. Urine dribble may be common, but it is not something you must accept as permanent. With awareness, with action, and with consistency, you can stop it. You can take back the control you thought was lost. And most importantly, you can live better. Not just longer, but better. That is the goal of true health. That is the promise of science. That is the gift you give yourself when you choose to act today.